And don't be fooled by this bounce we're seeing in ICP over the last few days. I believe ICP is in for some lower lows, and we'll talk about that now by looking at this daily chart. But before we do, for those that are new to this channel, please understand I am not a anti-crypto person. I want crypto to go up. I want ICP to go up. I want Bitcoin to go up. I'm invested in many coins that are going to make me money when crypto goes up, and that's what I'm hoping for. But right now we have to look at reality. And so again, if you're new to the channel, don't take this as a negative Nelly video. I want to be positive. It's better for my bank account and, quite frankly, better for my YouTube views. Nobody wants to watch a video where we're talking about price going down, but that is such a video today. All right, this is what we have in ICP. Since December, you can definitely tell, or at least the 1st of January, we've been in a downtrend. A high, a low, lower high, lower low, so far a lower high. That has been clear by two things, well, three really. One is this downward trend line, which is very obviously visible as soon as you look. Two, look at what the other altcoins have been doing. Every one of them is pretty much in a downtrend. I could go down my entire list, but you get the point, okay? So that's two. And three is just the pressure that we've been experiencing in Bitcoin as it has reached under 40,000. So let's talk about a lot of things. ICP. I have made videos on this and said that I do believe we're going to be headed lower. I did say the first step in making upward price structure, however, was to break out of this trend line, right? Because if price has taken a month almost to build this downward structure, it was more than likely going to need time to build upward structure as well. I don't see where we're in a market and have any reason to expect us to wake up one morning and see 2 days hitting 17 in ICP or any major crypto coin. We just don't have any reason to do that, especially after the run up we've had in October, December, and October, November, and December. Now, last video I did say, because ICP is so very strong, and it is. I mean, look how strong it is. Let's go back and look at your lows in October. I believe it was 3. Sub 3 in October. Went to a rise of 15 plus, 16 above. So ICP increased 500%. It went up 5 times. Most coins did not do that. ICP did, Avalanche did, Solana did. There's a few that did, but ones like ADA, Doge, VET, those did not. They went up maybe double, maybe 2.5 times, whatnot. ICP is a stronger coin, and let me compare. Let's look at VET. It went up double and a half, basically, from its October lows. Okay, 0.015 roughly. And it went up 2.5 times and has since given back all the way. I mean, it's not even double now. It would have to be at 0.03 to double. And look how far away it is from that trend line. Okay, it's far away from its trend line right now. ICP was not like that. It was so strong, and it has been relatively resistant to these giving back that we've experienced in January, that I said, look, you've got to expect a spike out of this trend line, and there's a chance that you'll have a false break out of this trend line just because ICP is so much stronger and it hasn't fallen as much, that this trend line price has not fallen so much below this trend line. So I'm actually going to move this trend line, because just because we're here, and I mentioned this in the last video, does not, just because we went above it and spike below it, even if we go out further, that really means nothing for ICP because it's not the weaker of the coins. I think we've got further falling to go in Bitcoin and crypto over the next couple of months. Here's what Bitcoin looks like to me. We might get a bounce. Here's 40,000. We might get a bounce up to 42 or 43, but I do believe, and most people that I trust are calling for us now to enter this 34 to 38,000 range sometime this quarter. That is 34 to 38,000. I believe we'll be at 36,000 before we'll be at 46,000. I think that's a pretty easy call. I even think a tougher call, but I think we'll be at 35,000 before we're at 45,000. The only reason it's tougher is because 45,000 is kind of resistance, and we could, I don't think we will, but could go up and even bounce to that resistance line before falling down. I don't think there's any evidence of us doing that. At best, I think we'll get a mild bounce. So I think over the next couple of months, we're going to end up into this 34 to 38,000 region in Bitcoin. And I think ICP is going to suffer from that, just like all the other coins are. Just like all the other coins are. So I think what's going to happen is we might get a bounce. If Bitcoin continues to bounce, we might even bounce up an ICP here. But I'm just not convinced that we're headed up here for ICP. Okay, I'm just not convinced of it. I don't think ICP can rally up there while all the other markets, all the other crypto coins are falling. It can. I guess I shouldn't say it couldn't. I don't think it will. I think it will be capped even if it gets this high. I think we'll, okay, I'll just say it. I think we'll get below this level before we get above this level. Okay, so we've definitely got two pretty strong ranges of support here and resistance here. And they do have some historical significance as I zoom out. See the historical significance for this range and the historical significance for this range, all the wicks that are in here for ICP. I think ICP is going to be below its support before it gets above its resistance. That's what I'm saying. What pattern it takes to get there, I can't really say. I don't think this trend line means as much for ICP as it does for VET. Because VET, look at all the work it's got to do. Even if it stayed level and didn't go any further down, it's going to be 2 weeks before it could get outside of its trend line. And so ICP is just so much stronger. Just a little blip of Bitcoin going up 500 to 1,000 in a day caused ICP to do this. So ICP can recover more. Don't be fooled by this trend line. It really doesn't mean a whole lot for ICP other than to show you the pattern and the structure that's being created. What means most in ICP is these two levels, this level of support and this level of resistance. And just in case you're curious, this is roughly 8.7 to 9 to 10, excuse me. And that just encompasses this up and down. And then this we've already showed you is the wicks of the top and has historical relevance. What's that? 14.5 to 15.5 roughly. It's an art, it's not a science. Don't be trying to get it precisely to the point I have it, because to the point I have it is a rough estimate, but it just goes, you can see the reflection of the prices and how the market reacts to these levels. Okay, so don't be fooled by this. I think we're going to fall under before we go above. Nonetheless, these are the levels to watch. Anything in between here, I think, is just ranging. Okay, and whatever pattern that takes is what it takes. Summary, I think we're headed lower. If you're wanting to pick up ICP, you might get some good deals. Oh, another point to note, if you're an ICP, be thankful you chose a good coin. Even if we get to the bottom of this level, you're still at 9, 3 times as much as you were in October. Look at these other coins. They're not even double where they were anymore. Okay, VET's not even double where it was anymore. So some of these coins that didn't do as well, not even double where they were. And we're talking about an ICP. Oh, if we give up this support, get to the bottom of this support level, we're still 3 times, right? So that if you're an ICP, you have done well. Continue to do well. Don't make any rash decisions. And you might have some time to pick up some more ICP at discount coming up over the next few weeks. All right, that's my update on ICP. Stay tuned. I will keep you updated on crypto. Take care.